Hey there, guys. This is Flamzeron, aka YouTube's Tasuke. Since the new anime has started, Monogatari, I thought I would review Hanamonogatari because I watched it in preparation for Monogatari. I still need to watch Suki Monogatari, but I'll probably let me know if me saying Monogatari gets annoying. But um, yeah, so I watched Hanamonogatari on Crunchyroll. And the way they did it was that they combined all 5 episodes into one big movie, and it was done sort of seamless. But as you can tell, this little thingy revolves around Suruga Kanbaru. I think that's the right order. Basically, the basketball chick with the monkey's paw was in Lesbians with Hitagi Senjo Gahara. So I'm gonna address characters by their full name just to make things easier. Um. So yeah. So yeah, this one follows her in her senior year of high school, and it's just kind of talking to her or talking about her and whatnot. And I'm not gonna remember all the details because I watched like the beginning part of it like a while ago, and then I watched like the rest of it like this past week. So, basically, Kanbaru, she she gets word about like this person being called like the devil or whatever, granting wishes or like giving advice and whatnot. And it turns out that it's actually an old friend of hers. I think her name was Ryuka or something, and she has like a busted up leg, and she was also she played like soccer and basketball with her, and they're talking and whatnot, and they kind of just interact at first, and she talked about like why she's doing it, and it turns out that she's trying to take in the sadness from everybody, and though it's later revealed later on like something else, which I'll get to that later. And people in the comments can probably fill in the details because I actually don't really remember all of I'm pretty sure her name's Ryuka. I'm 99 I'm 99 or I'm 98% sure that her name's Ryuka. But I'm pretty sure Ryuka's motivation was that for giving people advice that she wants to like take on all the sadness which is kind of ironic when you consider her or not really ironic, but it's interesting. And so that kind of goes over. Most of the stuff that I remember is actually going to be later on. So um and so she just goes off. She's gonna kind of like leave Ryuka alone, even though she doesn't really want Ryuka to like continue doing this, I think. Um and then this is one of the weird parts. She meets up with Kaiki Deshu, who was supposed to be dead, from what I understand from the previous season, where he I forget her like the snake. I think her name is Nodoka, who has like the crush on Araragi, and she secretly wants to be a manga artist. And the whole thing there was that Kaiki, like, it was the first time he actually told the truth instead of just being a liar. Because he's like a crook. He like deceives people all the time, and that's sort of his thing. He's got like a big beard now, and it turned out he knew Kambaru's like one of her like aunts, I think, Izumi Gaien, and they were buddies. And Gaien's she apparently died. I don't remember her dying, but she said like that uh, if anything bad happened to Kambaru, that Kaiki should take care of her. And so it's kind of funny, like he buys her like dinner, and they do one of like those like cook it yourself kind of places. Like they go to like this like chicken place, and he keeps talking about like meat, and he claims to not really be a deceiver anymore, which that I could kind of believe just because of the whole circumstance of the previous season, Monogatari second season, I think they called it. I think specifically Monogatari series second season. I think that's what they called it. Um, and then like he just like gives her like money and be like, here, buy your food, buy more food. And he tells her that, like, well, firstly, I probably should have mentioned this beforehand, but her monkey paw is actually gone. She doesn't have it anymore because it turns out it was taken. Um, and so, and then like Kaiki's like, there's gonna be someone who is gonna want the other parts and whatnot. Or I don't, yeah, I don't think she tells Kaiki that she's lost it. She doesn't have the monkey paw anymore. But he says like, if someone comes for your monkey paw, just give it to them. It turns out someone's trying to collect all the parts. And then she's like, who took it? And he says, oh, your friend Ryuka. Or not your friend Ryuka, like some girl named Ryuka. And then it's like, Kanbaru's all like, the fuck? And she finds Ryuka again. And they have a little moment where like Ryuka's like, let's kiss. And I'm like, ugh. And it's kind of, they're portrayed early on as rivals. And of course, this may be kind of a stupid thought. Like, they don't, my general impression was that they weren't necessarily friends, but they were more like just like school rivals. Now, I feel like the word rival has, story-wise lately, it's kind of shifted over to friend lately. And the last ending actually has a bit about that, and it kind of reveals more about the relationship, which I'll get to like near the end. But and so she talks about how like Ryuka reveals like, oh, she's trying to collect all the pizzity parts, and it turns out that she actually has like the monkey leg on like her busted up foot, and so she can actually walk fine. And they do like a little basketball like hop shoot thing, like a dunk. And Kanbaru's like, I don't fucking dunk, it's weird, which is funny. But it's revealed there. And I think she also shows that she has the monkey's paw. I think. I don't remember. But yeah, they talk about like, I'm doing all this stuff. I'm trying to take away all the sadness. And she gives like her big spiel about how like when I busted up my leg, it really made me upset, and so I quit school and I'm not working. I'm just kind of being a helper and whatnot. And someone will have to correct me if I'm wrong or not, but I'm pretty sure like part of the reason why she wants to get all the monkey paws because she wants the power. Yet Kanbaru's concerned because she doesn't want Ryoka to like turn into like the devil, like a monkey devil. It's like a curse thing, and the way they explain it in the show, I think, just to kind of, the way it works is the whole monkey thing, where it's like when you have like a really strong desire and whatnot, like you want something really badly, and with Kanbaru, obviously, it's like she really wanted to mac on Senju Gahara's face. But so yeah, and Kanbaru, she basically decides not to do anything because she doesn't want to like get involved in like her business and whatnot, and so she decides to just like run really far, and then she runs into Koyomi Araragi, the protagonist of the show, who now has long hair and is driving a fucking car. Yeah, I probably shouldn't. This actually takes place like after the Senju Gahara and Araragi they graduate. Karen Araragi, who's been hanging out with Kanbaru more, she looks up information on a chick named Ryuka. It's kind of strange when you think about it, because the ending credits kind of reveal something about the two that kind of is confusing to the entire thing. I'm going to kind of get into this. Yeah, I'm actually kind of conflicted on whether or not I like it or not, but or like we'll see. And anyway, and so Karen's like doing some info on the Ryuka chick, and Aragi's all like, if you want to do something, just go ahead and do it. because like he's able to kind of see through the Kanbaru. Like she's only she's only kind of like just ignoring Ryoka's Delio because she feel it's either I'm pretty sure it's Ryoka. I might I'm gonna look it up while I'm talking. I'm gonna look it up. Um, so yeah, so Araragi is just he's just like just do what you want. Don't be a little bitch. And then um Kanbaru's are like okay. And so she finally decides like because she finds the monkey's head. Like they do kind of like a thingy um about it, but uh yeah, I think Ryoka's able to figure out that she has the monkey head. Um so yeah, oh it's Roka. Roka, I was close. Roka Numachi. That's according to Wikipedia. Okay, I'm going to close out of Wikipedia now. All right, so anyway, Roka. Roka figures out that I was close. Give me a break. As she but like and so they meet. I'm just going to skip that cuz again, like I don't necessarily remember all the details because, all this I'm recording this like a good few days after I had watched it because I think I watched the rest of it on either Monday or Tuesday or maybe even Sunday. I think Monday. I think Monday because I remember it being on like an early day of the week. Um. Anyway, so they have like a little matchy match with the basketballs, and they do a thing where like it turns out we're like, oh, I don't want you to, I don't want you to fucking to friggin' become possessed by the devil. So let's have a match where if I win, you'll stop collecting the doobly dabbles, but if you win, I'll give it to you. And it's also revealed like before this that it turns out Roka actually killed herself. And it turns out this is actually a ghost. Like she switched. It was her whole thing was like sports and whatnot, and like she really liked basketball and like soccer and whatnot. And like once she busted up her leg, like it became permanent. Like she would never be able to play a sport again. She got really upset, and then she switched schools, but then she killed herself. Like it was when she would have started high school was that when she killed herself, and the ending actually has some pretty good imagery to go along with that. Um, and so they have like their little match, and of course Roka goes full force. She has the monkey's paw and the monkey's leg, so she has like one of the monkey paw and one of the monkey legs, and so she's actually pretty powerful. But Kanbaru kind of beats her pretty quickly, and she dunks. It's like you're a jerk. You cheated. You said you didn't like dunking. Like, well, I had to win somehow, and like they were kind of on top of each other. And it's kind of funny. Kanbaru was like, "Oh, she's kind of cute. Maybe I should have kissed her," which is kind of funny, given a scene in one of the endings. And then Kanbaru, not Kanbaru, Roka's spirit lives on. It like it's able to pass on because before the big match, it turns out that Roka doesn't actually know she's a ghost. So it's one of those like unfinished business. They don't know if they're a ghost kind of thing. It's one of those. So it's one of the things where, like they're still here on this earth because they have some sort of duty they have to do. That's been done before. And then it's like Kanbaru has sort of like one of those monologue things where it's like, it's like, oh, I hate you, because like this is sort of like where the Monogatari, typical Monogatari like deep character meaning thing, where characters have like these little things. That's one thing about the series that I kind of don't like, though. I'll go ahead and say, which I'll probably mention again if I ever do like a big series review. Like I feel like characters talk in such a weird way. I feel like they all kind of talk in sort of like these philosophical, metaphorical, like grand ideas, and I feel like because of that, it makes it you tend to kind of gloss over like the final details. It does an okay job of shifting the tone a little bit in the dialogue to so that you don't actually miss the big details. And there are some characters who talk in a pretty natural way. I feel like Kanbaru is like one of them, and Araragi obviously, and a couple other characters. It's mainly like the philosophical characters who do like the stuff, but you know. But she basically like talks about like earlier she's like, oh, I don't actually like her, I hate her, she's my rival. But then it turns out she was actually jealous of her the entire time. I don't remember the specific reason why. And again, I apologize that I don't remember a lot of this fucking show. I will say this though, because again, I kind of talked about like, do I like it or do I dislike it? I feel like it's a very sort of strong character arc for Kanbaru, as well as like because I kind of take it more as like sort of like this is her trying to like move on from like the whole Rouka thing. It's like it's more of a personal thing for her, I think, and I think that mainly because of the atmosphere for that. I don't know. I just kind of get sort of like a deep in your subconscious sort of thing eating at you kind of thing. That's just it may just be because of my mindset for the time, I guess. I don't know. But and I find it kind of strange since it takes place after, presumably near the end of the story, I assume, after Koyomi, Araragi, and Hitagi Senjogahara have graduated. I almost feel like I should have watched this after watching Owari Monogatari. Like, after watching the entire thing, like, chronologically, this would be the one to watch near the end of the whole story. Even though it came out, like, first. I don't know, maybe there's some, I don't know. I'm pretty sure the whole series is supposed to be ending soon. And that's why I find it kind of weird, because, like, you know, I feel like, I almost feel like I've been spoiled of, like, later parts, because, like, I mean, it's almost like the whole Resurrection F thing, where they show all the characters doing all this weird stuff. It's like, what the heck happened in between this movie and Battle of Gods, you know? It's sort of like that, because, you know, I wonder, like, I thought Kaiki was dead, and now he's a good guy, and he has a beard and whatnot, but I story-wise and emotional-wise, I thought it was actually really strong, and I thought the ending for the last episode was really good, because it's a song sung by Kanbaru's Japanese voice, because the show doesn't even have a dub, but her voice actress, Miyuki Sawashiro, who's pretty good voice actor. She's also Mila in Tales of Exilia. But and it's a good song, and it's there that it's revealed that, like, Rouka and Kanbaru were actually really good friends, and, like, they hung out a lot in middle school. And there's even like a scene where it shows, like, Rouka on her bike, and she kisses Kanbaru. And it's kind of funny, because it really shows that, like, they weren't just rivals. They were actually, like, pretty close friends. And there's, like, a part where they do, like, a rap song, or like a little rap part, and, like, the screen's all distorted, and it's like the voice is sort of like in that weird sort of like recording, like, it's a weird thing. It's like a little thing, and then it goes back to Kanbaru being all happy and whatnot. It's a nice song, but yeah, it was pretty good. I do think it's kind of weird that they chose to have, like, an epilogue-ish type thing. Like, it doesn't even feel like it's really connected to the whole Koyomi Araragi thing anymore. In fact, when I saw him, I kind of got an impression that, like, okay, he's sort of he's like a different sort of, he's like in a different situation now, because when he's driving, I mean, I don't know. Even Kanbaru felt a little older. You know, when you watch one of those animes and, like, there's a younger character, you can just kind of tell that they're younger. You know what I mean? I don't know. But yeah, it was a decent show, and I'm gonna try and watch Suki Monogatari as soon as I can, probably during the next week or so, and I'll probably pick up Owari Monogatari because that one is like more episodic. I know Suki Monogatari, that one they're also doing in like a long version though. That one I think is shorter than Hana Monogatari. Um, but yeah, it's pretty good. And I know I'm aware of the movies and how Kizu Monogatari is now being split into like three movies, and the first one's going to be like coming out at some point. They're actually bringing over the Kizu Monogatari light novel into English by Vertical, so that it'll be a. I feel like if I read the light novels, I'll get a better sense of like of things a little bit because again, I feel like and the voice acting, like there are times where like um they'll put a filter on a voice, and I get the impression that like it's meant to like give it like some sort of emphasis. I feel like this whole series kind of has like they're trying to be as close to the writing style of the writer as close as possible, but I feel like it kind of messes things up. But that's something separate. But yeah, that's what I think of Monogatari. I enjoyed it. So yeah, this is Flames Araniki Sasuke signing out. See you later.